One of the reasons I ended up being involved in this as a pop-up event is because I had loads of my customers flying over already. They'd already booked flights, so I had to do something anyway. It started off kind of all my idea, but within about 4 hours of realising that there's going to be a massive load of work, I was very grateful that Media 10 answered my call and said, yeah, but they'd have a look at doing it. They really took it and went with it. Overall, I'm really chuffed with what they did. For me, overall, my drive and ambition was to see a successful international eyewear show based out of London.
How's the show been so far?
So the show's been really interesting. Lots of different opticians from across the UK, a couple coming in from America, a few from across Europe. Generally, the response has been really positive.
It's been really good. Quite a small exhibition, but definitely intimate.
It's been a very cosy little show. Some interesting people, some very interesting customers. I really enjoyed it.
Because everyone's so close together, there's been a lot of mingling between the brands. So kind of everyone's been kind of talking to everyone. And it's quite different to a lot of other shows, like the big exhibitions that you normally go to.
It's been pretty amazing, to be honest, for a show like this to be turned around in such a short space of time, off the back of, what was pretty much a shock to most of the brands and the retailers. I'm pretty amazed by it.
It's been a really successful event, actually. I think it's been great because it's a much more intimate venue than your average optical show, and it's solely for the kind of independent, high-end, exclusive brands. So it's kind of like we've all got the same similar customer bases, and it's a real kind of melting pot.
It was very good for this short time of preparation was genius. And I think the secret of the show was the location here, because it was in the city and it was quite spicy. And well, I hope that there's next year something similar.
I think the pop-up theme, you're right, is very interesting. I think opticians like it. I think it gives opticians a chance to see suppliers very easily and get a feel for different brands. And I think it's really interesting. I like the pop-up idea.
I do kind of like the whole pop-up thing, maybe with a bit more advanced warning. But yeah, no, I like it. Yeah, I like the whole setup. I think more of them. You can't just have one of these a year. But yeah, for this to be the kind of place that people come to buy their frames, I think could work, yeah.
This is definitely what I love. I mean, because these big halls, they look the same everywhere on the world. And this is more like a specific place. If people want to go to London, customers, opticians, also exhibitors, for them it's much cooler to come here than to be outside of the city. I mean, all the big cities like Paris, Milan, they are far outside. It's not even Paris, it's somewhere else.
I think it was amazing. They pulled this together in the last minute. I think that was great. It was very good after the disappointment we had. And we're very excited about the show next year. I really do believe that London could do with a show.
There really was a window of opportunity for a trade show to come in and really try and sort of compete against the big European ones like Mida and Silmo. And I think it's been a long time coming. So I'm really excited to see what's going to happen next year.
I hope that you're going to make it as good as here. But the ideal thing would be to have both, to have something little like here and the Excel outside.
100% optical. I think it's got a future if we take that seriously and get the backing. It's not only the traders who need to back it. Obviously, we need the opticians out there to back it. We desperately need to have a good show. If this could be expanded out into a big show, it would be a great event for all of us, because this is about sharing ideas after all. I've learned a lot about what's going on and what the problems are, what the difficulties are among retailers in this current climate. It ain't easy for them.